Alright guys, we are going to take a look at this isometric and we're going to turn it into a multi-view. And so first thing we want to do is just kind of get our overall dimensions, and we're just going to use blocks for right now. Later on you'll want to be able to do this, you know, if I give you inches or something like that, or centimeters, then you would be able to translate it. Alright, first I want to just kind of show you what we're looking at here. So if I look really carefully at these lines, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units long. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units high, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units deep. Alright, so we're going to keep that in mind as we're making stuff. So when I go to make my multi-view, I should be able to zoom in a little bit here. When I go to make my multi-view, I should be able to outline those things. So I'm going to start down here, and I'm going to go for 8 units by 5 units tall. So there's my front is going to fit right there. And then my top view, so looking this direction, is going to be 8 units by 5 units deep. So it's kind of a lot similar to that, the one that I just made. All right, and then from the right side, it's going to be 5 units tall and 5 units deep. So on the right over here, I'm going to do 5 each direction. All right, so that kind of outlines the extent of my views. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to just kind of pay attention to this thing from that direction, right, to do my front view. So from this direction, I can see very clearly there is an L-shaped outline right at the very closest face to what I would be looking at. So I'm going to make that L shape first. So I'm going to draw this down, drag this over. I'm not using a ruler. I should be using a ruler. Some sort of straight edge. All right, I'm going to make that L shape. Now, I know I can be really confident to make that L shape, first of all, because it's right at where I would be viewing this from, and secondly, there's nothing sticking out back here anyway. So there's that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put in any hidden lines. So if I view this thing from this side, back here, I won't be able to see that notch. I'll be only looking straight at it like this. So I need to make a mark where that's reaching back to, and that's 4 units back. And that's where a hidden line is going to come into view. And likewise, right here, it's got that little ear sticking out, and then there's this channel down here, so I need to make a mark 1 unit down, a hidden line that shows that little protrusion. And that's really all there is to the front view of this one. So now I'm going to move to the top view. I like to do the top view second. I don't know why, I just do. So now we're looking down on it from the top. So this one's going to be a little bit more interesting. I definitely know some features that I'm going to see. I can kind of see them in this top view. I know there's going to be this ear sort of shape right here that's going to show up. And that one right there, they're both 1 by 2 rectangles. See those right there? But then I'm also going to see, if I'm looking directly from the top, I'm going to see this block or this area as well. So actually, this whole thing kind of gets outlined, but I have object lines here showing that I have protrusions, all right? And that kind of helps me to see where those protrusions are as well. And then the bottom, the prongs come all the way out. So there's really no gaps happening right here on that front edge, nor are there any gaps happening back here on that back edge. So that'll come out all the way. And then, I don't know if you guys can see this, but that's actually like a 1.5 blocks in. So go to that point right there. And then I drop back to this spot right here. The other thing that's really crucial that students will miss pretty easily is my lines should line up. So these right-hand ends should line up with my right-hand end here. This line should line up with that line. This one and this one. So you want to keep them exactly over top of each other, essentially. So now we're going to move to the right side. On the right side, I'm looking this direction. So when I look this direction, I'm going to see these two prongs are going to be closest to me. So that would be, it's 2 units high, and it goes 1.5 blocks in, so right there. And so is this one. Now, as I look deeper into that object, I will find that this piece right here is also going to be outlined. So it's actually like one big rectangle with those two lines showing my prongs sticking out. And then I kind of have this piece back here, and you can kind of see the outline right there. Alright, so it's just going to go up to there, over, make a little bit of an ear, kind of like this. And that's it. Alright, we're not dimensioning this, so all we need is, for right now, the multi-view.